This is what your borrower's experience applying for the digital HELOC will look like. You're each going to receive your own unique website URL link. It'll have your name in it, and it's going to have your broker's logo, colors, and contact information. So you're going to send that link out to your borrowers. When they get there, they're going to click this Get Started Now button. The first thing we're going to do is collect their first and last name. If there's multiple loan officers in your brokerage, there will be a list of them here. If it's just your link that you send out, it's going to go straight to your information as a loan officer. So on the next page, we're going to collect the borrower's email address and phone number. We want to get this up front in case they close out of the application at any point. You're going to receive an email notification that somebody started an application with your link so that you can contact them and get them to finish that application. And then you'll notice here at the top as well will be your picture, name, ID, email, and phone number. So your borrower is going to click Next, and we're going to ask them to give us a property value estimate and then their mortgage balance estimate to do some calculations for pre-approval. Then they're going to answer if they've had any outstanding foreclosures, bankruptcies, or modifications in the last 4 years. If they're self-employed, the great thing about this program, if your borrowers are self-employed, we're going to send them a link to log into their bank account and digitally verify their bank statements. They don't have to email you PDFs. They don't have to upload their PDFs. We're going to send them out that digital link. So they're going to enter their annual income here. They're going to estimate their credit score. And then let us know if this property is primary, secondary, or rental property, and the property address. We are going to use this property address to validate that you're licensed in that state. And then we're going to ask them how many units the property has. Next, if they pass all those pre-qualifying questions, we're going to ask them for their social security number, if they have a co-borrower, and we're going to have them click to consent to a soft credit inquiry. We're doing a soft pull-through experience for this to check their credit score and also to give them some instantaneous feedback. So on the next screen, we're pulling in any mortgages that we see with their credit report, and we're going to ask them which one belongs to this property. Next, we're pulling an AVM in the background to do some calculations, and we're going to be able to pre-qualify your borrowers just that quickly. This is a live site. So within a few seconds, they're going to see, okay, you pre-qualify for a maximum line of $500K. If the state has variable and fixed rates, they're going to see both options, and they're going to be asked to select a line amount up to $500K. That is our maximum loan amount. You will see that we do have a minimum amount of $50,000, so it's going to tell them that as well. And then next, they're going to be asked how much of that do you want to draw initially. We do have a 75% requirement for initial draw, and they're going to be able to see their payment rate and fees based on how much they want to draw. They're going to click to agree that they understand their total credit line, their initial draw, and their balance that leaves them to pull later. Next, just some basic application questions. So we're going to need their date of birth, their citizenship status, loan reason, marital status, how long they've lived at the property. We're also going to ask them how long they've lived at the property, if it's in a trust, if they have any additional properties. Then we're going to do an instant income verification. So they're going to sign to let us see if we can verify their employment information instantaneously. They can also select that they haven't been employed or self-employed for the last 24 months. They can add in additional income sources. We see a lot of investment properties with this. So they can add their rental income for their properties, or if they get alimony and annuity, they can tell us how they receive income if they aren't employed. Then we have a debts consolidation page, another thing that's going to take a lot of this back and forth work off of your plate and put it in the digital experience. So they're going to see all of their debts, and they're going to be able to select which ones they want to pay off with this loan. Then some quick demographics questions, some declaration questions, and this is mobile friendly. So your borrowers can be, scrolling through on their phone and apply for this home equity loan 24/7. And again, like we mentioned, you're going to receive an email notification anytime someone starts an application with your link. Next, we're going to do an instant identity verification through Plaid. If they do choose to skip any of these questions, they're going to be asked to upload those documents. So if they skip the instant, we're going to ask them to upload a copy of their driver's license. And then next, we're going to ask them to connect their bank account via Plaid to tell us where they want to have these funds dispersed to. And that's the end of the process. So they're going to receive an email with a link to their portal. So your borrowers are going to have a portal where they're going to be able to see updates on their loan, see what documents they need to upload those documents. And again, you're not having to email back and forth PDFs. Your borrower can upload those documents straight from their phone, from their laptop, their desktop. They're going to receive email reminders every day if they have any outstanding requirements. And then they're also going to receive an email if we ask for any additional documents. You're going to be copied on all of those emails so you know what's happening throughout the life cycle of this loan. So that's your borrower experience. You also are going to have your own portal to keep track of your loans and what's going on. So when you log into your portal, this is your home screen. You will be able to see all of the applications that have come in with your link and the status of that. So they're uploading initial conditions. It went into manual review. If it did go into manual review, it's going to tell you the reason. So this one's a property in New York. New York applicants cannot complete digital applications. If they're self-employed, this one has a high reported CLTV. So it just means that we have a human actually looking at these loans. But that's another great thing about this program. This is not just a digital review where if they don't meet certain perfect requirements, they're just kicked out. We're going to have a human review these loans and do everything that we can to get these approved and funded for you. So again, you're going to be able to see all of those loans in a pipeline. You can view that loan to get more information. So you're going to be able to see the entire application, how they answered those questions, what debts they selected to be paid off. On that one, there's a high debt to income. So maybe you can look and see, okay, can we pay off some of these loans to get that debt to income down? Have that conversation with your borrower. You're also going to be able to see any documents that were initially pulled. So we have that credit report. You're going to be able to see that. Any consents that they agreed to. And then any documents that they've uploaded. So here they uploaded their homeowner's insurance. They uploaded their mortgage statement. You're going to be able to see all of that. You're going to be able to see conditions. So any conditions that we have, and you're going to be able to see what's been uploaded. If you happen to have a copy of it, you can actually come in here and upload these documents on behalf of your borrower as well. So it's a great borrower experience, great insight and tracking for you, and then also email communication throughout the life of the loan so that you and your borrower know exactly what's happening at any given time.